According to the National Association of REALTORS profile for home buyers and sellers for 2013, sellers in 2013 interviewed 2 agents, only 2 agents or less, before finding the agent to list their home. I want to share with you in this video how you can make sure that you're first one of those 2 they interview, and most importantly, the one that they pick to list and sell the property. So let's look a little bit closer at what the National Association of REALTORS is telling us based on survey to home buyers and home sellers in 2013. 66% of sellers only interviewed 1 agent. Contrary to what a lot of agents think, you're not always competing, or most of the time, you're not competing with a lot of other agents for the job. 66% of the time, you're the only person that they're talking to. And 19% on top of that of sellers interview 2 agents. So 85% of the time, sellers are only interviewing 2 agents or less. So the question we have to answer is, first, how do we get in front of those people? How do we get to be one of the 2 that they interview? Let's look at something else that NARS is telling us. Now, when we're looking at the method used to find the real estate agent, how the sellers found the agents they chose to interview to list or sell their home, referred by a friend, neighbor, or relative, 39% of the time it was a referral from someone that the seller knows, likes, and trusts. 25% of the time, the seller had used the agent previously. So here's what I want you to see out of this. 64% of the time, the reason that you are in the interview chair for taking the listing is because you either know, like, and trust the seller and they feel the same about you, or you're referred by someone that they know, like, or trust. 64% of the time, the reason you're sitting in the seat to interview for the listing job is because you are referred by someone. Okay? Keep that in mind. The next thing, let's look at this. What sellers want most from the real estate agent? So we're going to assume that you're already doing a good job in knowing who your sphere of influence is, you're marketing to those people, you're asking for referrals, and you are being referred. Now we sit down to listing presentation, we need to know, it should be important to us, what are the top 4 things sellers see most value in us as real estate agents? Because I want to spend majority of my time when I'm on a listing presentation talking to them about what sellers find most valuable in hiring me. Okay, so here's what NAR tells us. 25% of all sellers said that the number 1 thing that they found most valuable with an agent was helping the seller market the home to potential buyers. No surprise there. Taking it to the MLS, marketing it online, marketing it to as many potential buyers as possible to find a buyer for the home. 20% of the time, or 20% of the sellers said the second most important thing was help selling the home within a specific time frame. We know in other classes we've taught, you can have time or you can have price. You cannot have both. So a lot of sellers are under a time crunch. They want an agent to help them sell by a certain point in time. The third most important factor when it comes to hiring an agent, or the third most value they see in hiring an agent, is helping price the property competitively. Even more in today's market, where the market's improving, pricing is becoming even more difficult because the market is continuing to improve. And we want to make sure we're getting sellers as much as possible for their home, but we don't want to overprice and blow an appraisal down the road. So pricing is a very delicate art right now, and they need help with it. They're telling us that they need your help with it. Okay, and the 4th most important reason that they hire you, the agent, is to help find a buyer for the home. Okay, so 79%, almost 80% of the time that they're seeing value in you, or the most value in you, it has to do with helping find buyers, market the property, and get it sold in a specific period of time. Okay, so now we've done our presentation. We've really spent majority of our time showing them value in the areas that they see value in agents. The reasons they're telling us they want to hire agents, we're going to spend our time there. Now here's something I want to talk about, and that's commission. Okay, agents cut commission too often when they don't need to, and it backs it up from the NARS study. Listen to what this says. Real estate agent initiated the discussion of compensation 43% of the time. So just short of half of the time, the agent is the one bringing up the conversation that leads to a commission reduction. Only 25% of the time did the client bring up the topic, and the agent was willing to negotiate their commission. So only 25% of the time are sellers actually bringing up the fact that they want to cut the commission. Here's my point in all of this. You need to be working your sphere of influence and asking for referrals for people you know, like, and trust, because almost 3/4 of the time, the reason that you're going to be sitting in that chair is because you were referred by someone. So stop spending all your time and all your money looking for the random one-off buyer that doesn't know you yet, and first focus on those people that know, like, and trust you, and ask them for the referrals. Second, when you sit down with them, spend time selling your value in the areas that sellers are telling you that they want to hire you for. What they see value in having a relationship with a real estate agent, spend time selling those things. And third, and most importantly, when it comes to commission, stop bringing it up. Only 25% of the time are clients bringing up a commission reduction. So we're bringing it up 43% of the time. They're only bringing it up 25% of the time. So I really hope you guys go back, look at your database, look at your sphere of influence, set up coffee appointments, get in touch with these people, ask them for referral business, and you're on your path to not only be one of the 2 people interviewed by sellers this year, but being on path to be the one that they choose to sell the home.